How's it going, guys? Jacky Legz here and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to discuss the most recent update with the rumored Metal Gear Solid 3 remake and discuss some regrettable bit of news that involves everyone's favorite development studio, BlueBox Games. As always, before we continue, if you guys enjoy the content, consider subscribing, give the video a like, ring that notification bell, and leave your comments down below. Now, let's get into the video. It has been some time since the initial rumors for a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake surfaced, and it looks like we have gotten another update on the title's developmental progress and an update on Kojima and whether or not he is involved with this project. This rumor comes from a Twitter user known as Millie A, who we have cited as a source previously on this channel. Millie makes some claims regarding the current status of the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Remake. According to Millie and her sources, Kojima is not working on any Metal Gear project, whether it is a new installment in the series or a remake of an older title. Which isn't much of a surprise really, considering Kojima's hasty departure from Konami. At this point, it is old news and Konami wants nothing to do with Kojima. And I know, although this may seem like a bad thing for Metal Gear Solid fans, it really doesn't make much of a difference from a developmental standpoint. Seeing as this is a remake of an already established title, Kojima's creative direction isn't a necessity. As long as the developers at Konami stay true to the original source material and keep the authenticity of the original game intact, Kojima does not have to be directly involved in the remake. However, that doesn't seem to be Konami's intent with this remake according to our source. Millie claims that Hayakawa, that is Hideki Hayakawa, the president of Konami Digital Entertainment, understands the history and business aspect of bringing this franchise back to its former glory. Coming to this realization, Hideki Hayakawa believes that the game will sell better with Kojima's name attached to the project. And he is absolutely right. Imagine Konami releasing a gameplay trailer of the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, and just before it ends, we see the Kojima Productions logo or even Hideo Kojima's name on screen. Just that minor inclusion of anything remotely associated with Kojima or his studio would instantly put fans of the series in a frenzy. And Kojima doesn't even need to provide any directional insight or give his creative expertise, because he's already done that with the original game. Kojima can simply come on as a consultant or an advisor to aid the new development team, which, according to Millie A, just may be the direction that Konami wants to take with Kojima. With all that, I have to state that these are all claims made by the Twitter user Millie A, and although she has been right in the past with previous leaks and rumors, make sure you take everything you hear with a grain of salt. Nothing here should be taken as confirmed news unless Konami and Kojima Productions comes out with a statement confirming so. That's gonna end the good news portion of this video, and now to jump into some more upsetting news. We are all very familiar with BlueBox Games up to this point and their title Abandoned, which both have been a reoccurring topic here on this channel. And I like to keep tabs on Hassan and the boys from time to time like a concerned stepfather. And it seems like I'm not the only one that has been following BlueBox. However, contrary to myself, these people are more like the crazy ex-girlfriend type. It seems like a lot of people haven't forgotten or forgiven BlueBox Games or Hassan for their misleading tweets and messages and the many mistakes that the studio has made during this entire promotional process for their title Abandoned. Apparently, fans have been voicing their frustration in some very negative ways, even going as far as threatening BlueBox Studios and their employees. The threats have gotten so dangerous and alarming that BlueBox Studios took to Twitter to post a very troubled message to all its followers. In the post, BlueBox addresses and brings to light all the hurtful messages and videos they have received, including the death threats that they have received due to, quote, the negative situation that they have created, and how they plan to approach and provide authorities with the necessary information to prevent any further hostile situations. The studio goes on to say, in order to avoid any further incidents from occurring, they are going to start a regular blog on their website to keep a better communication and allow fans of Abandoned to follow the studio for any updates or news. In doing so, they hope to prevent and to mitigate any hostile messages or situations in the future. And on the topic of updates, it seems like BlueBox Games also changed their Twitter banner with what appears to be an image of a murky and muddy shallow area with the title Abandoned and subtitle Prologue down the center. This may be an indication that the Abandoned playable prologue may be close to release on the Abandoned Real-Time Experience app. Upon further examining of the banner, there isn't much hidden within the image, with the exception of a red dot that seems to be out of place at the bottom center portion of the image. The image does definitely give a Death Stranding type of vibe, with the similar concept of dark murky water identical to the oil spills and the ocean shore. There hasn't been much as far as updates from BlueBox and the boys since the launch of the patch that went live back in August. Since then, all we've gotten is a frequently asked questions edition on the BlueBox website and this new message about the studio receiving death threats. Seemingly the next logical step for BlueBox Games would be to release the cinematic reveal trailer of their title, which has been teased to be coming later this year, although a firm release date on that is still yet to be announced. And on that note, I would like to add, as a fan and as someone that discusses video game news, it goes without saying that the entire Abandoned debacle has been frustrating to say the least. The studio has made many errors and tricked the community to believe that their title Abandoned is something that it's not. But even with all that mismanagement, I don't believe it warrants or constitutes these types of actions from the community, and it definitely doesn't justify the use of death threats. I hope moving forward that this doesn't continue to happen, because I for one am still very interested to see what the development team is working on. And that goes without saying, but that means BlueBox Games would have to get their shit together and start acting like a real development studio. And what a way to end it on a bad note. That's gonna be it for this update video, you guys. As always, if you guys enjoy the content, consider subscribing, leave a like on the video, and ring that notification bell. Until next time, and most importantly, make sure you guys check for any live rounds before popping off. I'll catch you guys in the next video.